Good morning, friends. Welcome back, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Tiffany. Happy Thursday. I look forward to Thursdays around here because it is my weekly check-in for my GLP-1 medication. I take Mounjaro for my type 2 diabetes, and it is also helping me lose weight, which I have struggled with for years because I am insulin resistant and have diabetes. So this is my week 7 update. I did my weigh-in this morning and I am down an additional 2.7 pounds, which gives me a total of 22.3 pounds in the 7 weeks since I started the GLP-1. I lost an additional 10 pounds prior to that on my own, so total I am down 32.3 pounds since November when I was diagnosed with diabetes. So very happy with those numbers. It was another great loss week. Throughout the week we traveled this week, so I didn't track like I had been. I previously had been using my Net Diary, which is an app on my phone, to track things like my protein, my fiber, my carbs. Inadvertently, it also tracks my calories, but I'm usually in a calorie deficit anyway because my appetite is suppressed from the medication. So I did not track this week and I still lost almost 3 pounds, which is reassuring to know that I don't have to always be so diligent with tracking. However, I know I didn't hit my protein goals because when I'm not as diligent, then my brain is not in the mindset of make sure to hit your protein. It's more difficult when I'm not seeing the numbers. So I know I do better when I track. What else? My appetite was still pretty suppressed this past week. I'm still only on the 2.5 milligram, so I'm on the lowest dose of the medication, and I will stay on that dose until I feel like it's not working as well for appetite suppression and weight loss and keeping my blood sugar, my fasting blood sugar numbers within a healthy range. So my fasting numbers are typically between like 95 and 115 for the most part, most days, which is much improved from the 142 that I was when I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. So my numbers and stuff weren't super high when I was diagnosed. My A1C was a 6.7, and then 3 months later, after being on metformin, it was down to a 6.2, I think. And then we got put on the Mounjaro. So I don't know if we're going to check my A1C right away, because if it drops too low, I don't think insurance is going to cover the medication any longer. So I think we're going to go based off my fasting numbers. I have a follow-up telehealth appointment with my doctor in a few weeks, and we'll see what she says. So as of right now, my insurance does cover the medication because of my type 2 diabetes diagnosis, and I would like to keep it that way. I've still got quite a bit of weight to lose to get to my goal weight. Pulling up an app real quick. I am currently 31% of the way to my goal, but I still have about 50 pounds that I would like to lose ideally. Averaging about 3.2 pounds a week and feeling good about it. So that is my update for this week, and we're gonna bring you along on another day in the life as we usually do, but I always like to update on Thursday mornings. I took my injection already and feeling good. So I'm about to make a protein shake out of this Clean Simple Eats caramel toffee protein powder and Fairlife fat-free milk. So this will give me 20 grams of protein in the powder, and 1 cup of the milk is an additional 13 grams of protein. So that'll keep me full for quite a while. Hey friends, so it is almost 1 o'clock. I'm just chilling. The kids went outside and picked up sticks so that Will and the boys can, well, Will and Jack can mow the grass today, hopefully. There weren't many sticks in the yard from the last time they mowed, so that only took literally like under 5 minutes. And most of that was just them walking around looking for the sticks. I think they found like 2 or 3 sticks. Did that. In a few hours, what time is it? Almost 1. At about 2:30, or actually closer to 3, I'm going to a food pickup. So our county is doing a summer food program for any kid age 18 and under to help keep their funding, or it helps with their funding through, I think, the USDA to keep their school food program running. And so through the summer, they are offering lunch or breakfast and lunch 7 days each week. So you pick up once a week and you get 7 breakfasts, 7 lunches, and a gallon of milk per child. So I'm going to pick that food up. It's every Thursday, so I'm going to pick that up in a few hours. The kids, I think, are going to go with me. I have signed up for 3 kids because we have Ryder with us for 3 weeks, and then once he goes home, I'll drop down to 2 kids again. But it helps with the summer grocery budget for sure. And it's, again, it's not for low income. You don't have to like qualify in any way other than your kids have to be under 18. It's for homeschoolers, public schoolers, private schoolers. Again, it just helps with their USDA funding. I know a lot of counties do that. They started it during COVID, I think. That's when we had first heard about it, was during COVID, where we would go like once, actually I think it was twice a week. You would pick up 3 days one week and 4 days, or 3 days on one day and 4 days worth of food on the next day or another day. But our county for the summer program is doing all 7 days at once. So when we go pick up food today, we'll get 3 gallons of milk, 21 breakfasts and 21 lunches, tons of juice boxes, fresh fruit, fresh produce. It's a really good program. And I know it's really helpful for a lot of people. So we're going to be doing that. Then later tonight at 6 o'clock, we have the kids signed up. All 3 kids are signed up for the Sushi 101 class at the library for teens. So they are going to be taking that class. So that should be fun and interesting, if nothing else. And then that is all that's on the agenda today. Groceries are on their way right now. So I will have another grocery haul going up before you see this video. So pop back a few videos and you'll see our grocery haul for the week. It's not a very big one. I didn't need a ton of groceries, so it's only like maybe $70 worth of groceries. They're out of stock on a few items. I think that's a text message telling me that groceries are here. Yes, it is. Your great value sour. I didn't order sour cream. I'm confused now. Yeah, so groceries are here. So I'm going to have the kids bring that in. I'll record my haul and get that uploaded. But just wanted to update you on what is happening today and talk to you about the school food program. Check into your county and see if your county school system is doing a similar summer food program. Most of the counties around us here in Kentucky are doing it. I don't know if it's individual, like state by state. I don't know. All I know is that here in Kentucky, it's very common to have the summer food program, and it's very helpful. So we are back from picking up the free school food, and we're in the process of sorting, but I just wanted to give you an overview of, like, it's a lot of food. These bags right here are all the lunch items. So there's like cheeseburgers, chicken sandwiches, pizza, corn dogs, chicken strips, 3 full gallons of milk, bunch of juice boxes. Alice already put some of the juice boxes with our order from last week. Not our order, but our pickup from last week. Eggo minis, banana bread, cinnamon rolls, Eggo mini pancakes, grilled cheese sandwich, cornbread, fresh veggies. I already put oranges in a bowl. We got some apples, mini bagel, cinnamon like Pillsbury things, cheesy pull-apart bread, Uncrustables, donuts, cereal. So all sorts of good food for the kids for this week. Jackson was so hungry, he's tackling, I should say, some chicken strips and a mini pizza, and he ate 2 Bosco sticks, which are cheese-filled breadsticks. Alice had a cheesy bread pull-apart thing and apple cinnamon Pillsbury bagel full. Is that what it was? Or cinnamon cream cheese. Yeah. Will is outside cutting the grass. Jackson did the weed whacking, and he's just waiting for his turn to cut the backyard because they take turns. But we are leaving for the library sushi event in about 40 minutes. So I don't know if Jack will have time to do his portion of the yard until after he gets back from that. So it is super hot outside, but we're supposed to be getting rain for the next 6 days, so cutting the grass had to get done. Alice is taking a shower before we head to the sushi event. And I got on here to say something else. Oh, I just started watching the new season of Ginny and Georgia, season 3. Anybody else watch that? So I'm just sitting here doing some video editing and watching an episode of that while I wait on the clock to move so that we can go to the sushi event because it's not time yet. All right, it is about time to wrap this up. It is 8:15. Jackson is finishing the backyard, cutting the grass. Took the kids and Ryder to the sushi class, and they all had a really good time. They enjoyed that. One of Jack's friends came home with us from the library to hang out for a few hours, but Jackson still had to do the backyard. I was like, you realize I still have to cut the grass when you get home. So his friend and Ryder are hanging out in the bedroom right now. But I just took Alice over to her best friend's house for a sleepover there. I feel like a taxi today. friends coming and going and kids coming and going. But that is our life right now. So I am going to close this out. Tomorrow is Friday. We have no plans. I have a few things on my to-do list that I need to tackle. Mainly going to Kroger and getting the weekly digital deals. They have pizzas on sale at Kroger this week. So I'm gonna pick up a few more of those. But they used to be $2.99 for Red Barons when they would go on sale. Now they're $3.49. I don't know why you're dancing.
What you're talking about.
Yeah. It doesn't want to focus on you anyway. So I have to go pick up pizzas because that's a quick, easy dinner for Will and the kids. And then I have 2 prescriptions to pick up. I need to pick up my Mounjaro and my Vraylar. Those are both ready to be picked up from the pharmacy. What? Did you say hot or what?
Yes.
Oh. Hot. He's eating leftover meatballs and mac and cheese.
And they are hot.
And they're hot. So that's all that's on my to-do list. Tomorrow's Will's last day of work for the week. So he's got the weekend off. And hopefully it doesn't rain on Sunday because we're supposed to go to the Renaissance Festival. I think I talked about that earlier in this video. But it's calling for rain. I'm hoping it changes. So crossing my fingers on that.
Did you check where the fest is?
No.
Maybe different there.
I was just looking at the Kentucky in general and it like showed rain across the state. But thanks for coming along on another day. Drop a comment, share some love, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye.